Welcome back, guys. How are we doing? It is Reflex, and welcome back to another Modern Warfare beta gameplay. This is the last weekend of the beta. This is it. This is our final taste of Modern Warfare before we get the final release, and we get to finally jump into the game on October 25th. So overall, so far, I think this is going to be a good game. I'm just going to say it flat out right now. I think it's going to be a good year. A lot of people are very, very skeptical based on this beta, and I get that because it's different. It's more traditional, and personally, I enjoy that more. My biggest fault with this game is simply public matches. I just didn't really enjoy playing these pubs as much. I mean, they were fun. I had a good time on them, but there's several other things that I'd much rather do than play pubs all day with bunch of random teammates. I really don't know what they're doing, and they're just kind of running around the map, and nobody's really caring about what each other's doing. There's not really any teamwork going on. Everyone's just kind of doing their own thing, and I mean, I can't lie, that's all I do too, because I mean, it's only pubs. But overall, I had a good time on the beta, and I hope you guys did as well. But what I want to talk about today is what is competitive going to be like in Modern Warfare. There's so many mixed opinions right now on what the game's going to feel like and how it's going to play out, and I'm looking forward to seeing how S&D plays, because with this being a more traditional Call of Duty, I know a lot of younger players, they enjoy the more fast-paced, crazy game mode, crazy gameplay, and they'd rather just run around and do their own thing, and there's not as much, I guess you could say, strategy involved. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but for a lot of us that have just been playing the game forever, and we remember what those first games felt like, that's probably what I guess you could say this game's going to be more like. I would put this game more in the same realm of Modern Warfare Remastered. It's probably going to be very similar to that, especially when it comes to S&D. They've got Dead Silence right now as a field order. In my opinion, that's a huge mistake. They need to fix that and just put it in as a perk. There's people talking about it on Twitter. There's people talking about it on Reddit. It just doesn't need to be a field order. It needs to be a perk. Like, it's an essential part of search and destroy. If you don't have that, you know, you're gonna be having people corner camping all over the place, simply because that's the better move than running around and sounding like an elephant. Another thing people are upset about is the fact that playing aggressive isn't as good as taking your time and playing a bit more conservative and sitting back and waiting for the enemies to come to you. You can play fast. You really can. Like, it's definitely possible. You'll watch this entire gameplay. I'm pretty much just running around the map. Well, I wouldn't say running around the whole map. I'm usually just controlling this building and controlling the outside brick wall area and this rooftop. But I'm controlling this section of the map, and I'm playing, I guess you could say, pretty decently fast. I end up going on like a 30 kill streak, I believe. So you can play fast in this game, but what you have to do is when you are running to go to where you want to go, you go to where you want to go, and then you take your time and you prepare for a gunfight as soon as possible. Another thing we really have to keep in mind is classes. Classes are going to be a lot different now because we have so many different attachments. Every gun is going to be different and unique. We haven't even tried out the Kilo, which looks to be the ACR. We haven't tried the P90, which has always been a great gun. Also, the Bison is back from Ghost, so we're going to have to try that out, see how that thing runs too. You know, people have been talking about that because hopefully, you know, back in Ghost, we had that little section of the game when the Bison was absolutely disgusting, and it might actually end up being a good gun, just like the MP5. The MP5 also is a really good gun, and I hope they don't do too much with it because it feels great, and it does have a little bit of recoil. It's just, you know, it's just an all-around good gun, so I hope they don't damage it and end up nerfing it in the future, because I think it's pretty balanced, and it's not crazy overpowered or anything. But like the FAMAS, in my opinion, the FAMAS is a bit overpowered, especially when you get a lot of good attachments on it and make that thing really quick. You can just like one burst somebody or even half a burst somebody. It's just crazy. But it's going to be cool to see how the classes play out, especially this year with, you know, your main character is your gun. Your gun is the focal point of this game, and it's going to be cool to see how the competitive classes evolve from the start of the game all the way up to the end of the game. It's just going to be really interesting. Be sure to let me know what you guys think competitive is going to be like in this game. Do you think it's going to be good? Do you think it's going to be bad? Give me reasons why. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to Search and Destroy. The maps also, these are the maps that we played. I mean, in my opinion, this is probably my favorite map, Hackney Yard, in the beta. Other than that, the other maps were a complete yawn. Like, they were just kind of boring. I mean, I really didn't find them interesting at all. But, you know, we have got leaks and stuff from, like, they're talking about Modern Warfare 2 maps being remastered and brought into this game. So, I mean, we got a lot of interesting material to work with in the future. It's going to be cool. I'm hoping that the other maps in the game are just a bit better, and they're hopefully going to flow really well for competitive. We also have talk of Modern Warfare 2 maps coming back and being remastered and brought into Modern Warfare. So who knows, those could be added into competitive, and it would just be so cool to play Terminal S&D again. And who knows, maybe even Rust in public matches, or if they have, like, well, they're most likely going to be adding Rust to the 2v2 gunfight. And maybe if they add a 1v1 game mode, that would also be really, really cool. But it's just going to be cool to see how these new maps feel, because apparently there's supposed to be a bunch of maps. Apparently they're adding tons and tons of maps, so that's going to be really, really exciting. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope everybody enjoyed the beta as much as I did. I had a good time. I'm really looking forward to this game. Hit that like button for me if you haven't yet, and also hit that sub button to stay connected. Hit that little notification bell so you don't miss a video. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out the rest of the gameplay. I'll catch you later. Peace.
Enemy UAV overhead. Enough of this. Fall back. We will return.